Think you can handle being someone's secret? That guy who's discreet, DL, down low, married, or just deep in the closet, and you're always second place, always hidden away while he lives his real life elsewhere. You find yourself trapped in a relationship built on lies and constant hiding with someone who's either ashamed of who you are together or keep on promising to leave his girlfriend or wife someday. Promises that never come true. Today, we're diving deep into the raw truth about dating DL men, the mind games nobody warns you about, the toxic power dynamics. Does it have a future at all? And what it's really doing to your mental health. I get it. The idea of being with a guy who presents himself as straight or the thrill of a taboo secret connection, it can feel like this intense fantasy. But there's a huge difference between living out a fantasy a couple of times and letting it become the center of your whole relationship, your whole life. Oh, and by the way, let's be real. He's not straight. Even if he says so, a guy who secretly dates another guy is not straight. So now that we got that out of the way, I just want to be clear. I'm not here to judge anyone's relationship choices, whether you're out, closeted, or dating someone who is. These situations are complex, and everyone's circumstances are different. But what I do want to talk about are the real emotional struggles that can come up in these situations, so you can make informed decisions for your own emotional health, your own well-being. Dating or falling in love with someone who's DL means you're with someone who will never fully commit. You're getting emotionally attached to someone who sees you as mostly as a sexual outlet, and you end up wasting years waiting for someone who might never leave their current relationship. You're trapped in a relationship where you always have to hide, even though you yourself have no reason to. If you're already out and comfortable with who you are, it gets tough watching someone you care about struggle with accepting themselves. You see up close how they battle with shame, how you often end up feeling like this dirty secret they need to hide away. They're not trying to hurt you. They're just fighting their own demons. But that gap between where you are and where they are, it takes a real toll on both of you. Now, let's talk about what these relationships actually look like in real life. Remember that no matter what you think about your ideal relationship or how it looks like, most of these kind of relationships are just transactions. They're about that guy's convenience, not real connection. If they say, I'm planning to leave my wife, don't expect a follow through anytime soon. And even if, and it's rare, they actually decide to leave their wife or girlfriend, you really don't want to be in the middle. That's their mess to sort out, not yours. It's really crucial for you to protect your own emotional health and let them handle their own situation before you get deeply involved. Being there when they break up their home is just a recipe for more pain for everyone involved. And avoiding to deal with their own lives, it's a pattern that shows up in other ways too. Many DL men struggle to express their true intentions or feelings. They don't want to talk much about their emotions. For these men, hiding their true selves is more important than your needs. Your feelings come second to protecting their secret life. And all that secrecy makes it impossible to get really close. And there's usually deeper stuff going on too. Because they have inner conflicts about their sexuality going on, or they hate part of themselves, it might show up in the relationship as manipulation and mind games. For example, they deny your feelings and make you doubt yourself and your own reality. Or they might be hot and cold, disappearing for periods of time and leaving you wondering where you stand. And don't forget, some are just experimenting. They don't care about the person helping them explore. Quick pause. If you're finding this helpful, I've got a private weekly newsletter where I share raw stories and insights you won't find anywhere else to help you navigate the world of gay life and dating. It's free. Just hit the link in the description. Now, if you've been involved with a DL man, you probably recognize some of these patterns, and I get it. Maybe you believed him when he looked you in the eye and promised he was working on leaving. That doesn't make you naive, it makes you human. The relationship might have been unbalanced, but those rare moments when he was fully present made everything else fade away. Many guys stay because those intense connections feel worth fighting for. The highs can be so powerful, they make the painful lows seem temporary. Fighting for more openness and more commitment makes total sense. It comes from knowing your worth. If one day you were shocked to learn he was married or in a committed relationship after he'd hidden it from you, or you were devastated when he suddenly disappeared, that's not on you. You trusted someone who seemed trustworthy. What feels like wasted time or a personal mistake is actually just the result of caring for someone who wasn't ready to give you what you deserve. Now, let's be honest about what's happening here. DL men who consistently mislead others deserve criticism, but they're also products of a bigger problem. Society still makes many men feel they need to hide who they are and create relationships built on secrecy and shame. And this system hurts everyone involved, including the women who become, without knowing it, a part of someone else's cover story. And it places unfair expectations on openly gay men to be patient guides for someone else's journey. And it is often at the cost of your own emotional well-being. You deserve so much more than scraps of attention and hidden moments. Imagine being with someone who's actually proud to be seen with you, who introduces you to friends and family without hesitation. That's not a fantasy. It's completely possible. I see it in my own life and in the lives of other gay couples that I know. The right partner will value honesty above all else. No more trying to decode mixed signals or wondering if you're being lied to. Picture building a life with someone who isn't constantly looking over their shoulder, someone who isn't carrying the weight of shame and secrecy everywhere they go. You can have a relationship where you're not a partner to someone else's deception. A relationship where your love isn't something to be hidden, but celebrated openly. Real relationships exist where both people are all in, where you don't have to give up your self-respect just to be loved. That kind of love, open, honest, and unashamed, it's out there waiting for you. And it feels 1,000 times better than the most intense secret affair you ever could. Let me know in the comments, have you ever been involved with someone who's closeted or married? What was your experience like? What did you learn from it? Drop your thoughts and be sure to subscribe to this channel for more real talk about gay life and relationships. Love you all.